No, but I mean, visit, leave San Diego once in a while. For a world-class mayor, a mayor of a world-class city has got to understand the world, not just potholes. But look at what the center point of his economic development plan was. The Broadway complex. Guess who's developing that? Doug Manchester. Real estate for Manchester. That's the guy who's developing it. That's why he's for it. He wants the Navy administrative headquarters could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be at the most beautiful place in San Diego, blocking access to the bay, blocking our views, blocking tourism. The centerpiece blocks out the port. You could put the Navy anywhere if you understood.
Let me ask you about that. The Navy's making that decision. What would you do to stop that?
I think that question's for you, Mr. Filner. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? I've stopped a lot of projects that were evil for San Diego.
And good for jobs. Good for jobs.
Oh yeah, you want to be for he's for NAFTA. He's for
just tell me, what would you do to stop it?
The mayor has incredible ability to influence these kinds of decisions. This decision would never have been made. The city had to give permits. The city had to give things. The thing right now, there's legislation that myself and Susan Davis have sponsored to renew
I'll give you time just a second. Listen to you.
Legislation, and myself and Susan Davis are supporting that. I think it's Susan's legislation that would have that Navy project redo their EIR. It was done a long time ago. It's unclear whether the funding will be in place. And what Mr. Manchester always does is he threatens that he's going to sue everybody if he doesn't get his way. And so he's threatening, and I'm going to take him on. Hey, it's about time, Mr. Manchester, you did things for the city, and not just for the few special interests that try to buy a mayor's office.
Okay, thank you. Now, Gene Cubison has a question for each candidate separately, one question each, and then I'm going to ask a question.
Not related to the other. I don't invite rebuttals, but I'm imagining they're going to want to.
Okay. Let's hear it. This will be good.
Who would you like me to address first here?
Either one. Let's do Mr. Filner.
Right, Mr. Filner, even though Irwin Jacobs has endorsed Mr. DeMaio, if you're elected and if the Plaza de Panama makeover plan is upheld, and on the off chance that Dr. Jacobs could be of use to a Filner administration in some further fashion, would you be inclined to reach out to him and make amends for what people considered a very hostile and unfair treatment of him at the City Council's consideration of that project?
Well, once again, the assumptions of the question I have to question. I went to the City Council to oppose a plan that I thought was wrong for Balboa Park and wrong for the city. And what I said was, city policy, and it will never happen under my administration, to be based. Yes, we love the philanthropy. Yes, we love Dr. Jacobs, and we love the fact that he wants to improve Balboa Park. But this was his private plan. This is Balboa Park, the jewel of our city. The City Council doesn't just do what one individual wants and say, oh yeah, we're going to do that, and then the funding plan in place is it's never going to work. I call it the DeMaio tax when the funding doesn't be able to get the job done. But, so, yes, I oppose the plan. I wrote one, by the way, when I represented Balboa Park on the City Council. I wrote the Balboa Park master plan and the specific plan which dealt with this. We had a plan to get the cars out of Balboa Park. It involved off-site parking and a tram into the park, and it cost, I don't know, a few $1 million, not the $40 million thing that destroys Balboa Park now. So I'm not sure it'll pass again legal muster. But look, as a mayor, if a proposition like B passes by the voters, if the Balboa Park passes like it did on the City Council, and if they're found legal by the court system, as mayor, my job is to implement that. My job, I can't go back everything that I opposed and say, we got to do over. I have to implement it. And Dr. Jacobs, he and I, by the way, are a lot alike. We both went to Cornell University in an engineering school. We both came to San Diego to teach at universities. We both made, it's about a 3 back. He made a lot of money.